of dope, dodge a lot of cakes, sticking to the base, rock a lot of chains.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Young Simba, and today I'm coming with a crazy video for y'all. As y'all can see in the title, it's about the trade deadline. Now, the trade deadline is on Thursday. I'm gonna be live streaming during the deadline, keeping y'all up to date. I'm gonna be dropping videos. Everyone that gets traded, you already know I'm the plug. Y'all know what's up. Anyone who's new, hit that subscribe button. But enough with that. Anyways, this video is basically gonna be showing y'all a couple trades that I think might go down during the trade deadline. Some trades, they work, they make sense, all of these, and most importantly, they work for both teams. So it's a fair trade, all of them, I believe. Y'all can roast me in the comment section down below if y'all think, oh, that was stupid, Simba, you retarded. My fault, bruh. But let's get right into these. The first trade that I think is gonna go down before the trade deadline will be this trade that sends Reggie Jackson to New York, Derrick Rose to Minnesota, and Ricky Rubio to Detroit. Now, there might be some draft picks in here somewhere or there, but I feel like this trade makes more sense for everyone because Derrick Rose is not fitting in New York right now. Reggie Jackson is struggling in Detroit, and they want to trade him. And Ricky Rubio, they've been wanting to get him out. So I feel like the Pistons are probably going to get a pick as well, because I feel like Ricky Rubio is the lowest quality out of all these players. Probably a second round pick from the Timberwolves and the Knicks maybe, I don't know. But regardless, I feel like this is the first trade that I think will go down during the trade deadline. The next trade that we're going to be talking about is sending Brook Lopez to LA, bro. Now, the way that this is going to work is that LA, they're going to send Tariq Black, Timothy Mozgov, who players that Brooklyn don't really care about regardless, and the 2020 first round pick. Now, this 2020 first round pick, that's what Brooklyn really cares about the most. So Timothy and Tariq Black are basically just for money because they don't need Brook Lopez right now. And they're going to send Brook Lopez and Randy Foye. They're actually decent players. Brook Lopez is actually really good. Randy Foye, he's a decent role player off the bench. And this helps out both teams because they're getting that pick in 2020 because the Lakers, they still probably won't be a great team. They might be around 8th seed probably in 2020. They could be higher, you never know, but it's still a first round pick. That's still a good player that they can draft. And Brooklyn, they dump Brook Lopez's salary, and well, they don't really dump it, but they get rid of Brook Lopez and they get decent value in return, and the salaries work out. I think that this trade works for both parties. The next trade that I think we're going to see happen is Monta Ellis for Wilson Chandler. Now, Monta Ellis, he's not really working out too good for the Pacers. Neither is Wilson Chandler. Wilson Chandler already demanded a trade, and I just see this as a perfect fit for both teams. Monta Ellis, he doesn't, like the Nuggets, their best shooting guard is Gary Harris. Now, Gary Harris, he's not a terrible player. He's definitely not a starting shooting guard. And if they're fighting for that 8th seed, you don't want to have somebody who doesn't want to play for your team on that squad. So I feel like this is a perfect switch. Pacers, they get Wilson Chandler. I feel like he would fit a lot better than Monta Ellis is right now. Personally, I feel like this is a great trade for both teams. I would love to see it. I'm a Pacers fan. Get rid of Monta Ellis. But he could be good on a different team. He's been good on different teams in the past. Wilson Chandler has been good on different teams in the past too. He doesn't want to be there. Send him to the Pacers. I feel like that's a good, straight up, fair trade. Now, I know we just talked about a Monta Ellis trade, but I feel like this one also could happen just as easily because the Jazz, they're in a win-now situation. They got all their players young. They got a nice squad, but they got George Hill, having a career season, Gordon Hayward, everyone to have a nice season. Now, Rodney Hood, he doesn't fit too well into that situation. Like, he's like the man left out on the squad. So I feel like Monta Ellis for Rodney Hood, and they get a first round pick because they're still a young team, so they still have time to develop. So it just would help out both teams. And Pacers, they already said that they're expendable to trade this first round pick. So I see this trade very likely to happen. If not, the other trade probably will happen. The next trade that I think is going to go down is sending Tyson Chandler and Brandon Knight to the 76ers for Nerlens Noel and Sergio Rodriguez. Now, this works out for both teams because Nerlens Noel is not fitting in Philadelphia too good. They either had to get rid of him or Jahlil Okafor. And I'm going to get into Jahlil Okafor after this. But if they pick up a Tyson Chandler, bro, to lead he has a veteran leadership, and that will help out grow Joel Embiid's game, man. Cause I feel Joel Embiid, he's gonna be really nice. So if you could pick up Tyson Chandler to teach him how to be better, cause he's already great, and then you pick up Brandon Knight too, who can ball. If he's healthy, he can ball. He just hasn't been fitting in Phoenix too much because Devin Booker and Eric Bledsoe are kicking up. So there's no room for him in Phoenix. And then they get a young center, which they need. They got a young squad rocking. They got Devin Booker. Now they pick up Nerlens Noel. It's lit for them. Then they get Sergio Rodriguez. I feel like this works good out. This works good for both teams. You could probably throw in a couple draft picks, something like that. But I feel this trade helps out both teams, in my opinion. This next trade is going to be sending Jahlil Okafor to the Boston Celtics for Kelly Olynyk and a second-round pick. Now, I feel like this does also work out for both teams because Jahlil, he's not really working too well with the 76ers. Celtics, they need another big. And I don't know, I feel like it would be nice because Al Horford, he's already nice on defense. Now you get a really nice offensive player. Although Al Horford can ball on offense, you get a good offensive player who can grow with Al Horford. He'll probably get better with a veteran center behind him. And Kelly Olynyk, he is really good on the Celtics. He works there really good. But I feel like Jahlil Okafor, he's better for the long run since they still do have a young team and a young core. I don't know, it's just my opinion. Y'all can roast me in the comments if y'all think I'm wrong with this one. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. This next trade is Jimmy Butler and Bobby Portis for Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder, and what's most likely going to be the first overall pick in the NBA draft. Now, hear me out. This probably won't go through, but there's always a chance that it does. Now, Jimmy Butler, the Bulls not working out right now. The whole D-Wade, Rondo experiment, it's not working. So, they're going to trade, and they're going to get a first-round pick. They're just going to start a whole rebuild. That's what I think they probably will do. I don't know if this trade will come out certainly this way, but they do pick up a young shooting guard, Avery Bradley, who can ball. He's great on defense. Jay Crowder, he's on a great contract right now. He's a clamp guy, and they get the first overall pick. And the Celtics, they get an all-star top 10, 15 player in the league in Jimmy Butler, and a young power forward in Bobby Portis, who can eventually ball. He could be a trade asset in the future. I feel like this works for both teams. I don't know what y'all think. Let me know. But yeah, the next trade we're gonna be talking about is Rudy Gay to the New York Knicks, bro. So the Knicks are gonna get Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay and Kosta Koufos for Joakim Noah, Lance Thomas, and their first-round pick for next year's draft, not 2017 to 2018. Now, this trade, bro, it will help out the Knicks because I honestly don't feel like they're gonna be able to trade Melo. So if you get a Melo and another punch with that, and like I said earlier in the video, they could pick up Reggie Jackson too. They're not gonna be a defensive squad, but they could mess around and make the playoffs, bro, with this team. They're probably gonna get put out in the first round, but I feel like if they make the playoffs, that's gonna get New York fans popping. That's gonna get people to show up because New York games, they've been dead, and I feel like New York, they care more about selling out than winning, bro. I go to Knicks games. They honestly don't care about winning, but I feel like this works out for both teams. Sacramento, they just confirmed they're in a rebuilding period, so they got a squad now to rebuild with. Now, this last trade, I highly doubt will happen, but I just seen so much news on it. I gotta put it in my video. JJ Redick, Jamal Crawford, 2 second-round picks for Carmelo Anthony and Marshall Plumlee. Now, as I said earlier, I don't think Carmelo's going to be getting traded. But then again, you never know. I mean, he hasn't worked in the Knicks. Like, their best season, 50 wins, and they got put out in the second round by the Pacers. So, then that was the best they ever did. So, I don't see them doing anything better, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I guess if they pick up JJ Redick and Jamal Crawford, that would be nice. But then again, probably not going to happen. And also, while I'm looking at my phone, Andre Drummond, Damian Lillard, they're all in talks, bro. The Trailblazers GM said he's willing to trade Damian Lillard. Now, I have no situations that I could think of in mind. But if they trade Damian Lillard, that would be crazy, bro. But anyways, that's about it, y'all. I gave y'all, what, like 8, 10 trades that could happen. Hopefully, some of these do happen. I hope the Pacers pick up some nice players. And I'm going to keep y'all up to date. So whenever there's like a trade that goes, I'm going to drop a quick video letting y'all know. So y'all already know what's up, man. Y'all know your boy dropping that content. I'm going to show y'all. Yeah, so whenever a trade happens, I'll be up. I'll be ready. I'll post a video 15 minutes from whenever the trade drops. So y'all already know I'm the plug. I'm your #1 source. So definitely hit that subscribe button. If you're new, it's been your boy Young Simba, and I'm out.